On a more positive note, the MyProfessionalDreams Academies from the UK are in town, and they are looking for the best 75 young talents in Kenya to get into the MPD Academies in Nairobi. That's the next generation of the footballers, sponsored by Safaricom. We had a chat with the MPD chairman, and that is Terry O'Neill, and this is what he had to say of the first tryouts that they had in Mombasa. We're starting in Mombasa. Is Mombasa the first stop or the last stop? Where else are we going?
Okay, we're starting in Mombasa and we then go on to Kakamega, Kisumu, Nakuru, Thika, and we end up in Nairobi at the end of October, beginning of November.
Take us through the process now. We're saying these ones have already gone through the soccer sports, the hotspots for soccer. What next? After they are here, we have 4 days in Mombasa. What will be happening in 4 days, and after those 4 days, what's next for the players of Mombasa?
Okay, what we have now, as you say, a lot of these, there's over 1,000 young players, boys and girls, have already attended soccer spots. These soccer spots were open to everybody in Mombasa, surrounding regions, and anybody who wanted to travel, to come along and to show us on a local level who are the best. They did that, and from that we've selected now 400 young footballers, boys and girls, to come along for the actual tryout in Mombasa. From this tryout, we're looking to find 40 talented footballers, both boys, both girls, who can go on and become part of the Safaricom Next Generation, where they'll go on to Nairobi in November for the national finals, where we hope to find 75 of the nation's best players. Not we hope to find, we are going to find.
From all the regions that you've mentioned, how many players are you looking at from each region, and how many will be in the finals, the final list of those to be admitted to the academy?
Okay, when we do this, we try to find the best unfound talents. So our optimum, the ideal number from every region we go to, is 40 of the best footballers in each region. However, if we go to a region, we find 45 fantastic footballers in one region, and we find 35 fantastic footballers in another region. That's the way we'll do it. We're going to find the best talent. We're going to give everybody a chance. So the optimum is 40, 8 times 40, all those will be invited to the national finals, which will take place in Nairobi in November.
We saw they're in different groups, group 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 8, I think. How were they divided into those groups at the beginning?
When the coaches had their debate prior to attending the tryout today, what the coaches said is they wanted to give everybody an equal chance. So we needed to segment the players to make sure that if we had someone who is 6 foot in height, we didn't want to put them in a group with someone who's going to be 4'8" in height, or someone who's a big build and a small build. Ideally, the balance of the players is the reason we put them in the groups. One of the groups is an all-lady group with some of the best players in the region. 30 of the best female footballers have all been grouped together. And then for the boys, each of them have been put in categories close to age and the build of themselves. All of these are talented players, we must remember. So each one of them here should be more than capable to manage alongside each and every other one they're competing for a place at the national finals.
Looking at the players that are here, how do we pick out the best talents? Because I've not seen any names being put down here with the coaches.
Okay, it's a great question. The format we use is this morning, the coaches know themselves who the players are. They've got each of the players. If we look on the Safaricom bibs, you'll see there's a big number on the back of the bibs. Each of these players with the bibs on are identified with a name. The coaches will score these players on their ability. They'll also then be doing this afternoon in natural match situation. The low score is 1, the highest score is 10. From that, the coaches will collate all the points from each one of the players. The lovely thing about this is not one of the coaches here knows what the other coach is scoring in any player. At the end of the day, the head coach takes in all the scores from all the coaches that are here, and he collates it to the top to find out who the best players are based on what each one of the international coaches felt, and they collate it together, so it's totally independent. Nobody's chatting about people they know. It's solely a raw talent search to find the unfound talent, which is what makes the Safaricom Next Generation unique and special.